going on, everybody? Rob here to do what's spinning in my car. It's that time where I change out CDs, so I figured I'll do another one of these videos that I do every 2 weeks or so as I'm testing this. Anyway, since it's on, I'll give it a run. This is a CD I got the other day. I did a video in my update. That's a band called Eternity. Power, progressive, metal, a little bit of symphonic to it. I love it. It's probably going to be a contender for one of the albums of the year. One of the albums I've been non-stop playing since I got it. She got power. She can. Next one. A little bit slow here. A lot of their songs start off like this. It's that progression bullshit. Very epic sounding album. I'm not sure if it's a concept album, but it has very much a concept feel. Gonna let it play a little bit. I know it's a little bit longer on these songs, but they gradually build just about all of them. And this is their second album. Both albums are fantastic. This is actually a little bit better than the first. Julie Collin, I think. Anyway, I think it's Julie Collin is the singer. But she's got power. She's got a little bit of grip behind her at times. Anyway, there's that. I wouldn't take that too long on one CD. But it's a worthy CD. If you guys like that style, I mean, it's just a great freaking album. Has all the moods to it. Has the soft, has the hard-hitting stuff as you're hearing all in one song. So there's that. Let me take this out of here, and we'll go with. Let me just take it out because I'm going to wind up taking it out anyway to play you guys stuff from. Next album is 5 minutes on that. Is a band called Operation Mindcrime, which some of you guys would know. It is reflecting off my garage. Is Jeff Tate's band. I'm not sure if it's going to be anymore. It's a concept album, and there's 3 albums on the storyline. Very Operation Mindcrime like, not as hard hitting and heavy as that. A little bit different. I know Jeff Tate later on got a little bit in that weird, I don't even know what you call it, mode, but it's still fantastic stuff, especially the first one here, which is called The Key, and this is the first one. A lot of great players on here, like Red Beach, and I mean, there's so many good people on this thing. Kelly Gray's on here. I'll play one song on here that's my favorite song. It's called Burn. I love the song. I don't know if I can get it started here. I'll go to. Okay.
Query number 1. Give me suggestions for system.
that's going to sound on the new phone, guys. So. Has Simon Wright on here, AC/DC, Brian Tichy. Everybody knows Brian Tichy. Red Beach is not on, so he's on the second one. I think this is mostly Kelly Gray on guitar. Dave Ellefson, Megadeth, plays bass on here. It's kind of it's like an all-star, and a lot of studio musicians, all-star studio musicians as well. I like it. I'm a Jeff Tate fan, even the weird stuff. So it's a good album to listen to when you're sitting at your house and just zoning out. You got a couple hours to kill and you go through all three of these. It's just like Operation Mindcrime. This is kind of like Operation Mindcrime and Operation Mindcrime 2. The first one was fantastic, and the other two were kind of other two were kind of okay. Next is a band I was talking about. I did a video last night for Bad English Rex, Mr. Finglish. So I decided to pull this in the car today, and this is Negative. It is a Finnish band. I thought it was Swedish, but it's Finnish. This is a promo. I didn't even realize it's promo. It's a little bit softer. I like it. This is their best album, in my opinion. A lot of you guys probably won't like this. It has that... I don't know how to... Disc era. Great. Why would it give me disc era? There we go. Okay, what the hell is that about? Nope. Disc era. Well, this is going great. I wonder why it's doing that. It's weird. This is a... I've never had that problem before. You can tell I haven't played it in this car. Well, guys, we are fucked on that one. That's a negative for that CD. Anyway, AOR, hard rock, got a tiny bit of metal influence. Think like a AOR version of Him, almost. Early Him, the good stuff. Well, that was fun, folks. Next is a band called Cobra and a Lotus, which I have shown before, but this is my favorite album by them still. It's called High Priestess. I think this is my Japanese version one. Yeah. So, still my favorite album by them. Still probably their heaviest. Let's see what we got here. This is the... I'm just going to let it talk for itself. Their first couple albums, well, the first one's a little bit weird, but this album and, my brain the last couple of days, it gives me that Iron Maiden feel. Yeah, with a female vocal, obviously. Iron Maiden, Priest. Let me play one more for you. Let's go with High Priestess. Let's go with the title track. Canada. A lot of good Canadian bands get overlooked, and I don't understand it. They got Helix, Brighton Rock, and many, many more. And this song here was their actual video single for this album. Their last two albums, which was like a double album, well, originally it was supposed to be a double album through Pledge Music, but it wound up being picked up by Century Media, and they split it in two, which was annoying, but they did. They're good albums, they're really good albums, but they're a little more commercial edge. This song's called Soldier, obviously. Alright, so there's that. Again, this is a good band all around. Their first CD, first album was, I think they're all, first two were self. Gene Simmons had a hand in. They initially released it independent, and somehow Gene Simmons got his hands on it, and everything went to shit, of course. You know Gene. I don't know what happened. We never really heard anything. But they came back out with the only one I don't have on CD right now. 50 Shades of... I can't remember. Anyway, great band, especially this album and the one before it. Check them out if you get a chance. I think it's a well-worthy metal band. Next is one of my favorite all-time female metal bands. I hate saying... I don't mean it as in female because they're female. I love female fronted stuff. This whole band is female. And this is Phantom Blue. Michelle Meldrum's on here. She passed away from brain cancer or brain tumor. Was married to John Norum of Europe fame. But she just got punched. Bass is low on this one. There we go. So let it get to the chorus. Alright, then I'll put one more little... What is that? That's not what I want to do. What the hell's going on with the CD player? Everything else is falling apart. Why not my CD player too? Anyway, good, punchy. This is their last album with the original singer. They got some live ones and stuff like that. I don't know even what happened to her, but killer band. A few of these girls, I think the drummer, Linda, that I can't think of her name right now, Ashley, is in a band called the Iron Maidens. I'm yelling over my fucking music. Called the Iron Maidens, which she's had for many years now, that are really, really good. They basically, obviously, they cover Iron Maiden. They're actually coming to Kansas City again. I missed them the first time. But anyway, great thing. This vinyl is super hard to come by, but I got it coming in. So, anyway, and I paid about a third of going rate for it. Alright guys, so that's that. As usual. I'm just going to show you this is Sabotage. We all know Sabotage. Power of the Night. This album and Fight for Rock tend to get a little bit of backlash, which I don't understand. It's the band growing, and they still kept their sound. This band has its own sound. I don't know if you guys have watched Scott Waters and Trog's Best of '87 video, but Trog brought up Hall of the Mountain King, which is an epic album, I agree. And my favorite album is still Streets. I love the concept album, so that's probably why. But Hall of the Mountain King is fantastic. And he said something that really struck with me too. It's probably why they're one of my top 10 favorite bands. And that's they have their own sound. And it's always been there, even through the not so great albums. John Olivet, his voice and Chris's, rest in peace, guitar work is always so recognizable. Just a great band. I don't need to show this. If you don't know Sabotage, you need to know Sabotage. And about midway of the band's career, they changed singers. Zach Stevens, I always want to say Scott Stevens, who was also a fantastic singer. I think he came from I think Circle of Circle, or I can't remember where he came from, but great singer as well. Also has the band still going. But Sabotage is Sabotage. I mean, you're a metalhead, you know Sabotage. And lastly is, man, you can tell this CD has been around for a while, is White Lions Fight to Survive. Another band that gets a lot of shit. Their non-hits on albums are fantastic too. People just don't give them enough thing. They just hear When the Children Cry and that's all they think about. That's not the band. Especially the first album. The first album is a hard-hitting album. Vito Barata, super underrated guitar player. Why? Although I never understand why you put a ballad first. Great ballad though. Where do we go? I'm gonna play two songs from this, and I'm gonna get the hell out of here. My two favorite songs on this are back to back. There's not a bad song on this album. This album's fantastic. I wish it would have stayed heavier like this. Fallen Men, and this is called All Burn in Hell. This is probably my favorite track on here. This album's hard to, I mean, there's so many, even like I said, the ballad's good. did change it on the vinyl. It's a different track list. I like the vinyl track list better. These were just falling down by the bucket load. Great, more stuff to do. Alright, I'm going to play one more. It's a long video. If you don't like it, turn it off. I think my CD player's taking a shit, guys. That ain't going to fly. I actually had one in there that I bought for my my old truck. I took back out of it because that's got to go bye-bye. It's killing me to do it, but this is the title track. Like to Survive. If you don't like White Lion, you gotta at least like this. Come on. I know a lot of people don't like his voice. I think it's unique. The sky is blue, the sun's so warm. Time's been that's numbered, the young ones on the loose. And the glow gives turning tides that's burning fast. Cool it up is burning fire. I love how he says fire though. He brings on hope. Fight for survival. Not drummer. Anyway, guys, there you go. What's been spinning in my car? What's actually, I haven't spun these yet. I just changed them in there yesterday. I did spin the thinner that's still in here from when I got it a couple days ago. Anyway, going to get out of here. I'll leave you with one more track a little bit. Let's go with number 8. Give you some outro, White Line. Again, killer album. Don't overlook it.